Hey Gemini, how are you? Happy New Year. Welcome to your first reading for 2022. This is a general reading for the collective of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It may not resonate for everyone, so just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. Not a lot going on in the cosmos. We're well past the new moon, moving toward the full moon in Cancer, which will be on the 17th, 18th, depending on where you live. And we do still have Venus retrograde, so that's something we're contending with for the rest of the month. And now Mercury is in his shadow phase before he stations retrograde on the 14th. So just letting you know, this is the time that you should be paying attention to everything that's going on in your communication, in your technical world, in terms of short trips and travel, because whatever's going on now is what Mercury will be going back over 2 more times in the weeks ahead. Okay, so let's get right to your oracle. I am pulling from Work Your Light. So this card represents where you are right now. And it says, Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. And this is about the Akashic Records, which is an energetic library, if you will, at 5D. So if you're waiting for a sign, Gemini, this is it. And what this is telling you is you're likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you're exactly where you need to be. So whatever it is you're going through, if you're trying to figure out, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this where I'm supposed to be? The answer is a big fat yes. Then from Priestess of Light, this is what you're likely working through right now, something you're working through. Card 33, master number, building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. Yes, perfect for you, Gemini. So this is the Priestess of the Bees. She's sitting there in the hollowed out portion of the trunk of a tree. So you're working through a time of great productivity, bees, and expansion, which is great. So prioritize your intentions. Now, I just want to put a caveat here. Jupiter is playing a big role in 2022. Moved into Pisces, where Jupiter is very comfortable and at home. So if you find Pisces on your chart, you will see what house, on your natal chart, you'll see what house is mostly being impacted, where you'll likely find the most expansion, the most good fortune, the most blessings, maybe even miracles. So, but also the most excess. So be careful. But this is it. It's all about expansion for you, especially around work or creative projects. So that's what you're working through right now. I love that. And then where you're headed, I pulled from Sacred Destiny Oracle, and this is the Courage card. So you've got like stormy seas breaking up against the rocks there. So this is not really a time to be timid, Gemini, or to kind of pull back. You want to move full force, full steam ahead. Do not fall prey to any limiting beliefs of your own or those that others put upon you. This is not the time to shrink back. Acknowledge your fears and then take action anyway. So I feel like it's all a building, right? You're where you're supposed to be. Even if it's a little scary, you're going to act anyway. And you are building and expanding your world. You may even find networking really suits you well right now, Gemini. So nice oracle for you. Be afraid. That's okay. Do it anyway. Jupiter is on your side. And your soul is communicating to you that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So I like that. Let's take a look at your connection. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. And for all of you who are returning, much love and appreciation and gratitude for you. I said all kinds of prayers for you when I called in the new year, and especially because the new moon was right after the new year. So you've been in my heart, you've been on my mind, and so much love and gratitude for all of you. So, hello. The overall energy of this reading is about things that no longer serve you, that are being moved off your path. Maybe there might be a little bit of shock and awe. You could have had a tower moment. You could be going through a tower moment, which is exactly why this card, right where you are right now, is telling you you're where you're supposed to be. So if there's a thing that's happening or going on and you don't understand it and you're not sure if it's something that's meant for you, it is. So I'm pulling cards for the past. Wow, wow, wow. Here's the present energy. That King of Pentacles keeps showing up. Well, there you are, Gemini, smack in the middle. And where you are headed. Future. Ooh. Well, the good news is you're heading for an end of a painful cycle. So I'm going to start right here. No more questions around your worth and value. If you've been on the outside looking in, if you've been ghosted, if you've been devalued on some level or feel that you've been, all that's going away. Right? Because you're brave. Face it. Move through it. Because you will be called up. This is judgment, is about second chances and forgiveness. And, you know, it may not even be that you're going to offer second chances to this person. It could just be that it's a second chance for you to write a new chapter of your life. Building your world was that card. So in the past here, I just started here because I wanted to give you some measure of, yeah, this ugliness is going to come to an end and you're going to be moving into a much better crossroads energy, right? Everything might turn and change. Scorpio right here. But in the past, I'm seeing like some game playing or maybe some form of sabotage, lots of communication around it. So I have a feeling you did speak up for yourself and that landed you in a position of really needing to make a decision. So this all represents the past. Where are you now? We've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So this is you, truth seeker, truth teller, checking your emotions at the door. Now your hand's extended to this King of Pentacles. You're saying, listen, I'm willing to listen to you. I come in peace, but I don't want any BS. Like, give it to me straight, no chaser. Because this King of Pentacles represents the person you are thinking of and holding in your mind as a 3D life partner or, you know, committed connection. Let me just say it that way. Regardless of their sign. But you really want to get at the truth. And then what happens here is we got a little bit of stuck energy. Because on some level, you may want to have this conversation, but you may not know where to begin. Begin by stepping into that puddle, because that's your emotions. This isn't going to serve you if you stay all up in your head and you overthink and you overthink and you perseverate and you go, you know, drive yourself a little mad here. Yeah, if the opportunity comes to get clear with this person, take it. Don't stay stuck. And don't let whatever comes of the conversation keep you stuck, if communication is possible at all. But this is about getting to the truth and then moving forward with it, right? Because courage is, you know, she's bound. There are swords all around her, but there are none in front of her. So if she just puts one foot, feels the ground in front of her, 1 foot in front of her, she's going to be in the depths of her emotions. That can be scary, but you are going to do it anyway. Okay. Okay, be scared, do it anyway. And then you know what I said about the future position is an end of a painful cycle and maybe an end of the Cold War. It feels like there may be an opportunity for reunion. This is a reunion card, being called up by the past life soulmate and answering the call if that's what you choose to do. Whew. Okay, we have Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Scorpio showed up so far. Let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah, a little bit of a solitary journey, the Hermit. And there's the past life soulmate, 6 of Cups. So let's take a look at this Tower. The Tower isn't always terrible. Sometimes the Tower just represents a big shift. And what is no longer working is moved off your path. Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and Strength. There could be, because we have the King of Pentacles here right now, we have the Queen. This is a couple in 3D. So if you are already connected and together to some degree, whether it's a marriage or not, or a committed relationship where you are still seeing each other, you're not in separation, in other words, I feel like there's something here that's going to rattle you at your core and cause you to sort of become a bit guarded. You could be going through it right now. Here's the thing, the Strength card underneath is what? Courage. So, Tower moment may rattle your cage. Tower moment can be something that kind of comes up out of nowhere, and therefore you sort of retreat. And remember what this card said: don't retreat. Step into it, meet your fears head on. Be afraid, yes, but do it anyway. And I kind of feel like it's almost everything coming to a head is how it's coming through for me in this relationship. Five of, so let me start by saying we have the Five of Swords. This is the past I'm reading for. So if it doesn't resonate, then this may not be your reading. I'll just give you like an easy out. Five of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, and underneath is the Magician. Five of Swords, one of my least favorite cards in the deck, and I'll tell you why, because it's intentional. Right? There's an intent here of ill will, whether it's, zero-sum game, somebody playing to win at all costs, and if they have to leave everybody bloody and dead on the beach, that's what they're going to do. It's very self-serving. It can be sabotage. It can be gaslighting, literally. It's not the greatest energy. And then here's the energy of somebody who's kind of on their own, doing their own thing. And doing quite well. But what's the problem here is there's sort of almost this Five of Swords starts to drain the energy out of the sense of empowerment of that Nine of Pentacles. And then we have a very difficult combo. Devil and the Magician, not good together. So this leads me to believe that you were here sort of feeling all on your own, dealing with someone who did not have your best intentions, not even at heart, but not even close to their conscious awareness. This isn't somebody who deals with anybody on the level. So, if you're wondering, is this my twin flame? No. Whoever this energy is about, no. Y'all know me. I try to keep it light and cheerful. But I want to give it to you straight. I want you to understand, if you are sitting in this Tower energy and you're thinking back to the past and like, oh yeah, there was a lot of gaslighting here and I was very much on my own, and it kind of made me question, my sense of personal power and efficacy. I can tell you why, because this person did not have your best intentions. In fact, it was intentional cruelty and a little, I'm going to go there and say this Devil and the Magician together, intentional betrayal, intentional tricks, intentional, like really intent to harm. Not good energy. Not good energy. I feel all the communication was twisted. Everything was turned around. You were led to believe you were going nuts. It was completely manufactured by somebody really living in their shadow. And you had, I'm sorry, Gemini, but I gotta tell you what I see. Two of Swords. The decision you made, yes, that's why we saw, look what's on the bottom here, the Seven of Swords, and look what comes out here is the Hermit. Thank you. Yeah, you chose to go on your own. Solitary journey. Smartest thing you could have done. And if you haven't done it yet, do it now, because the decision was about that. The decision was, what do I do? Do I let them return? And here's on the bottom, the Seven of Swords. So this is a player. This is definitely a player. And I feel like the decision that you had to make was whether or not you would entertain another rotation through this difficult energy or not. And that's why the Tower's here now, because you're kind of, your guard is up. You're feeling very much a need for self-protection. I'm getting the impression that you didn't make a final decision. So this could all be kind of really recent. I mean, even though it's the past, it doesn't have to be longer than a week ago. For some of you, it could be years ago. But the present energy now between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. There's the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is about a committed connection. You may be married to this person. They may be married to someone else, because I have the King of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. That's family. That's long-term life partnership at the very least. Possible marriage, maybe kids involved. And there's the Five of Swords. This energy does not feel good to me, Gemini. Please hear me out. Be true to yourself. This Hierophant, Taurian energy, is a card of committed conventional relationships, but it's also about your beliefs around commitment. And here you are just trying to get clear on it. Like, what's going on here? What does commitment even mean to you? Because what I'm seeing is somebody who is playing some seriously dangerous games around the topic of commitment. This could be, somebody who is married and has no problems having multiple affairs. This could be someone who's married that told you they're not, but they still are. This could be someone who's told you they want to get married and be your life partner, but they don't. And there you are, stuck, trapped. Not sure of your next best step forward. Wanting to move toward love. Starting to have some insight, some awareness, so that you can make the decision that you know you need to make. Spirits coming in, if they haven't already, it could be happening through this reading, Gemini. That could be your aha. Remember, Akasha, you're being divinely guided. Okay? If you're looking for a sign, it's said, if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. You're exactly where you need to be. This is what you're supposed to be going through. It's part of your soul's mission. See it clearly, take it in, make your decision. Because if what you really want is love, you're blocked from that. You can't get there from where you are right now because you're overthinking. Well, maybe this person really does love me. Maybe they will come from their heart. I'm seeing something that is not that at all. Now, please remember that this is a general reading for the collective. So I'm pulling off all the energies coming through. It may not be speaking to your situation at all. You have to use your own good judgment. What's the history? Go back and look and start to sort of track this energy up here, right? Devil magician on this Five of Swords with you really fending for yourself. And trying to kind of hold your own sense of personal power and agency. And you can't because you're not dealing with someone who's ever going to be on the level with you. They're in it for themselves. It's manipulation. It's borderline obsession and manipulation and deceit and sabotage and betrayal. And that feeling that I get from this energy up here is this person that you're dealing with wouldn't know the truth if they tripped over it. And so what they do is they come up with the next best thing, or they gaslight you. And you're still saying, well, maybe maybe they're my Prince Charming, maybe, or you're just saying, I want love to come toward me. You're calling it in, that you're setting intentions around it, and yet you're kind of in a bunch of self-doubt. Well, that's your message. Get clear around it right now. You're having this opportunity for an epiphany. Spirit's sending you the clarity, the insight, the awareness, so that you can make the decision you have not been able to make heretofore. Oh my God, my neck right now for you. Honestly, you can kind of tell by my energy that this is a difficult reading to deliver. I do not sugarcoat. I try to see the positive in everything. The positive I see here is you're going to get a second chance at life, at love, at happiness somewhere else. Ten of Swords. Yes, trust your freaking intuition. Absolutely. This is player energy, Page of Wands. This person that comes in and out and who, you know, they're with you, then they ghost you, then they're with you, then they ghost you. Trust your damn intuition. There's a High Priestess, right? End of a painful cycle. I know it's kind of triggering. It can be scary. It can be, there's lots of uncertainty because you don't know what's going on with this person. You don't really know what to believe or what to trust. Trust your intuition. This is not someone who's ready for the likes of you. No, no, no. Right? And you're just going to get abandoned again. Okay, so this is about your stability and your sense of self-worth. And any messages that may come in that may be flirty and flirtatious and, you know, sexy and, you know, going back into those old patterns of your chemistry and all that, you cannot take them to the bank. You will be left penniless. Judgment. Eight of Swords again. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel almost as if what you're going through, what you've been through, where you are right now and where you're headed, a lot of confusion. A lot of like water under the bridge and emotional baggage, and this Two of Pentacles is just you doing this total juggling act. Judgment is about forgiveness and second chances, and I have a feeling this person may try to get back into your good graces, and you're going to be like, I don't know, should I forgive and take them back in? And right? And then you stop for a minute, and in this case the Eight of Swords is kind of a little adaptive, because it buys you time. It buys you time for you to weigh realities on the ground, for you to assess what you're really dealing with and sort of reflect on all. I mean, this is underneath. So from the bottom of the deck is your psyche. It's what's sort of going on right under the surface of your skin almost. And it's kind of like, this is too much. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I have a feeling that this is a cycle that goes around and around and around. And the Tower here is your friend. I know it doesn't feel like it. It's your friend. It's showing up. This confusion is showing up. The overwhelm is showing up. All your questions around things, your indecision, the clarity is going to come in. You are right to protect yourself. You are right to pull back and to create better boundaries and just bravely face whatever this Tower is bringing in, because it's moving something off your path that is not sustainable. And I wish I could bring you a more cheerful reading, but whoever needs to hear this isn't going through a cheerful time. Isn't going through a cheerful time. And this is a brand new year, and you know, you have new opportunities here, and this is where you determine, you decide whether or not you're ready to cut cords. And you will be approached, and they will want back in, and you will have to decide. You will have to weigh those realities on the ground. You will have to not let yourself fall into self-doubt. Well, maybe this time it'll go better. No, because you haven't cleared up what went wrong before. So this is a reading for someone who's really suffering. I feel the suffering. And I feel like the only way out is through. The only way out is through. The only way out is through. So drop into your heart center. Face facts. Get real about it. That's your strong suit, Gemini. Do the inner work that needs to be done for you to make the decision that needs to be made. And don't let this person prey upon your attraction to them, prey upon Your instability, your desire for connectedness prey upon your fears. And a lot of times, Gemini, I like to say, let what stay, let what wants to go, go, let what stay, stay. In this case, let it go. Let it go. So, on that happy note, I am going to do an extended. I want to see just how much of honesty I get out of this. I'm not expecting any, believe it or not. I'm not, but I'm just now as a reader, I'm super curious. So there is a link to the extended below, and I'm going to look at how this person shows up in the reading and how they see the situation, how they feel about you, what their intentions are, and we'll see what comes through. Let me tell you who showed up. We have Aries in the Tower. The King and Queen of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I think it's more representative of a 3D based connection, meaning you have been together or you are, on and off at least in 3D presently. Strength is, so this is not for someone who's been in separation for like a year or 2, 3, 4. Strength is Leo. 9 of Pentacles can be Virgo. Devil is Capricorn. Magician is Virgo and Gemini. Virgo and the Hermit. A lot of Virgo and Gemini energy already here. Knight of Wands can be Sagittarius. Hierophant is Taurus. There's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the Queen of Swords. That is you for sure. Moon is Pisces. High Priestess is Pisces. Scorpio in the Judgment card. So, all my love to you. You are where you need to be. Focus on building what will bring you a solid foundation. And have the courage to face this head on. Be afraid, but do it anyway. Okay? This is really for your mental health and for your well-being and your safety and your protection going forward. I feel like you've gotten the most you can get out of this particular connection. But we'll see what they have to say on the other side. The link's below. I'll see you there. Bye for now.